I hope this episode of Unapologetic serves as a PSA that the abortion industry hates you, sees you as a threat, and is after your children. And their next step is desensitizing them about abortion before you even have the opportunity to tell them what it is. Amaze, which is an online sex ed course website. I don't know, it's weird. They have semi-pornographic videos teaching kids about their sexuality, and now they're creating videos about abortion. And their latest one depicts a big purple blob named Sam telling your child what chemical abortion pills are. So I thought, let's watch the video, go through it, and see how accurately they describe chemical abortion to children.
Hi folks, it's me, Sam. It's great to see you again. Today we're going to dive back into talking about a pretty big topic. What is this topic, you might ask? Well, we're going to be talking about abortion. And you might have noticed it's in the news a lot these days. There's a lot of information about different ways to end a pregnancy and the laws about that. And guess what? It's totally normal to be really curious and have some big questions. I'm here to help with some answers. So let's go. Today, the two specific things we're going to be talking about are medication abortion and self-managed abortion. One of the ways a person can choose to end a pregnancy is with what's called a medication abortion. With a medication abortion, people use pills to end the pregnancy.
Two notes. First, they have not said woman. They're saying people ending a pregnancy. Women are the only ones who can get pregnant, and so women are the ones who are having abortions. I don't know why we can't just say that. The second thing is they have not referred to it as anything other than a pregnancy. It's a pregnancy. They're not even using the word fetus, let alone baby, child, developing human being. Nope, just a pregnancy.
People might make this choice when they don't want to be pregnant, or when the pregnancy is not healthy or safe. A medication abortion can be started at a healthcare clinic, a doctor's office, or at home, or even a combination of these places. And it's important to remember, this process is most effective in the early stages of pregnancy. So how does this actually work, you might be wondering?
How does
Well,
it?
to start, a doctor usually prescribes two different medications. The pills are called mifepristone and misoprostol. I know, a little hard to pronounce, right? Some doctors might just prescribe misoprostol. The medicines work by stopping the pregnancy from growing and then causing cramping and bleeding to empty the contents of the uterus through
The contents of the uterus. That little red dot, that's what they're saying is the existence of a human being. Oh, it's not a baby, it's not a human being, it's not even growing. It's just a little red dot. You take a pill, it'll just get flushed out really easily, and then you're good to go. And then all of a sudden, you're not pregnant, right? That's what they're making it sound like.
For some people, this might feel like a very heavy period. For others, it will be an intense experience with intense cramping.
Which is a lie. Intense period. First of all, many women who are told this, how do they know what's the difference between an intense period or something that goes beyond that? Women have described their bathroom floors looking like a slaughterhouse after their chemical abortion because nobody prepared them for the intense pain and the intense bleeding that happens during a chemical abortion. No woman should have to go through that. And we definitely shouldn't be lying to women or young children about what chemical abortion is. I'm not really sure what the abortion industry is doing with their desire to make sure that every single woman is incredibly misinformed about the decisions they are making. But the reason is because they know if they were honest, people wouldn't be running to Planned Parenthood to get chemical abortion pills. If they were honest about the reality that chemical abortion is actually 4 times more dangerous than surgical abortion, they wouldn't be ordering these pills online. People are misinformed, and we need to be having honest conversations, not watching dumb cartoons and lying to children about the reality of abortion.
Another type of medication abortion is called a self-managed abortion. What's that, you ask? Well, it works like this. Remember those pills we were just talking about? Mifepristone and misoprostol? With a self-managed abortion, a person gets either both of these pills or just misoprostol alone, which can be just as effective, without the help of a medical provider or health clinic. People find information like the name of the medication and the specific dosage from trusted sources like the World Health Organization and at abortionpillinfo.org. Medication abortion is a really safe and effective way to end a pregnancy, and the medical risks of medication abortion, whether self-managed or managed by a healthcare professional, are extremely rare.
It's not safe, and the medical complications aren't extremely rare. 6% of women will have to go in for a medical emergency after an abortion pill. That's the reality. They're also not talking about with these self-managed abortions. If a woman takes a pregnancy test, finds out she's pregnant, doesn't want to be pregnant. Maybe she watched this video when she was little and thought, oh, I know how to get rid of this. It's easy. Orders the abortion pill, comes to her house. She takes it without going into an office, without getting an ultrasound, takes the pill. What she doesn't realize is she has an ectopic pregnancy. What's going to happen? She and her child will die. Without a screening, without going into a clinic before taking these pills, we are putting women at risk of dying on their bathroom floor alone. We should not be advocating for self-managed abortions. They are dangerous. They are dangerous. It's also ironic that the abortion industry, well, what are they saying right now, right? Well, we need abortion to be safe, legal, and rare. Otherwise, women are going to be performing their own abortions in a back alley. Well, you're telling women that they should be performing their own abortions on their bathroom floor. How is that any better? If you are against self-managed abortions because they are unsafe, then be consistent. Then be against chemical abortion.
Just in case you were worried or had concerns about that, it's important to think about why a person might choose to manage their own abortion. Everyone should have the choice about if and when they have children. And with self-managed abortion, the person has a lot of ability to make some important decisions. Maybe the person needs control over the timing and over the location of their abortion. Maybe they feel safest at home and with people at home who can support them. Maybe they've had bad experiences at doctors' offices in the past. In some cases, self-managed abortion can be the most affordable option. It could be that they live somewhere where they can't access a health clinic or doctor's office and they don't have the ability to travel. We might not know the reasons why someone chooses self-managed abortion, but what we do know is that it can give someone an important feeling of safety and of being in control of their own choices.
What they're not talking about at all is that the choice starts when you choose to have sex with somebody. And pregnancy is a result of sex. Not every time, but it can be. And we have to be aware of that. You don't get to be ignorant to reality that if you choose to have sex with somebody, you might get pregnant. But if you do, you don't have the right to kill that human being that you created. It's just the world we live in. I'm sorry if you don't want to abide by those rules, but that's just reality.
One last thing to talk about on this topic is the legal side. This is one of the reasons this has been in the news so much these days.
The angry picketers.
In some places, self-managed abortion is against the law. In other places, even if it's not specifically against the law, some people have gotten into legal trouble for it. It's important for anyone considering self-managed abortion to do some research on the laws in their community so they understand their rights. A trusted adult can definitely help with this research too. There are lots of ways to learn more about self-managed abortion. A person can talk to a trusted adult or look on a website or app.
Don't go to your parent, right? Don't have this conversation with your parent, right? Because your parent might be pro-life. Your parent might want to actually share truth with you. So don't go to them. Just keep coming back to us. Watch our creepy, weird little sex ad videos we created for you and go to the internet and listen to Sam, right? Listen to Sam the Purple Blob, not your parents. Your parents don't know anything, but the internet does.
There's some great websites and apps online. Wow, okay, we covered a lot today. I'm so glad I was able to be your tour guide through this important information. And remember, if you have questions, you can always come back to see me, and I'll explain it all again.
Great. Really glad, Sam. I'm so happy to have you. Oh my gosh. The abortion industry thinks that you're dumb. They think that they can have access to your children. They think that they can manipulate and lie to your children and that you're not going to do anything about it or that you're not even going to be aware. They're trying to go around you because they know that you will raise them with values, but they don't want those values. They want to promote abortion. They want to make money from abortion, and they want to manipulate women into thinking that abortion is normal, safe, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is nothing more than removing a clump of cells or a little pocket of tissue or a little red dot in the uterus. Abortion ends a human life, and we need to be having these conversations with our children because they're already hearing about it. Many pro-life parents don't want to have the conversation at home because they don't want to expose their children to the horror of abortion, and I understand that, but we have to be aware of the attack that is on them. We have to be aware that the abortion industry is trying to get to them first. We have to have these conversations in our home. It's propaganda, it's lies, it's manipulation, and we have to stand in between the abortion industry and our children and say, you don't have access to them. The abortion industry is trying to desensitize your child to sex, to desensitize your child to abortion because they know that those will be their future customers. They hate parents who raise their children in truth and honesty because they won't be able to get to them. And so we must be stronger, louder, and bolder than the abortion industry and make sure our children are protected above all else.